Easy everybody, this is Kubrick and I'm gonna show you another tutorial how to make drums or drum and bass music. So here I got something I just made. Let's listen. Shit, don't mind the lag. Shit, awful. I got some synths running here, so I'm too lazy to bounce anything, so we'll have to listen to it with the lag. Okay, so the drum loop. 2 kicks, 2 snares, 3 breaks, and 1 layer of single hit hats. 2 kicks. One comes from the Vengeance Essential Club Sounds, Volume 3. Another one comes from the sample pack called Vengeance Essentials House, Volume 2. I recommend you get these sample packs because making sweet drums, the key really is the clean samples. Okay, so first kick, insert 1, second kick, insert 2, no compression here, just slight EQing. Just to take out the low end, because you see there's so much of it here. We don't need it because the low end will come from the sub bass. It already peaks at 100 Hz. This is very good. Some boosting at a mid layer. This kick is really low, so I got another kick. That is slightly higher, but it got a decent low end too, so cut it. Okay, and the 2 kicks I got here are routed to the insert 3, where I put a compressor on it to glue the 2 kicks together. I used the preset called drums, and then I just lowered the gain because we don't want to go over the 0 mark. Next I have 2 snares. I'm just gonna turn the limiter on so the volume gets a little higher. Okay, so this one it's got a nice low end, but it's lacking a top end. So in order for drums to sound good, we need to fill the spectrum. You see, there's not much of a top end. Another kick, snare, peaks around 250, which is perfect. So these 2 snares are routed to the insert 6, where I got nothing. And I turned it to mono, and with the kicks too, so it sounds good on the club systems. And the kicks and the snares are routed to another channel, and where I got a multiband compressor to glue the kicks and snares together. Next I got some breaks that come from DnB sample pack, Loop Masters. I suggest you get it too. Some boosting at at the high end and the cut of the lows. We don't need them. Another break. Same thing here. Cut the lows. This one I got for the shuffle. Same thing here. Cut the lows. Boost the highs a little bit. And the hi-hats singles. Same thing. Now the spectrum is nicely filled. And that really is the key. Clean samples and filling the spectrum with frequencies. Kick is around 100. Snare is 250. And we got a lot of top end. Here I got some variations. This one is without the shuffle. And the drums here sound good, but when you play it in a song, they will not sound that good if you have a lot of different elements. So the key here is to EQ. Here with the sub bass we don't need the top layer, so we got it at 100. Kick will be around 100, so it won't interfere with the sub bass. We got some different elements here. Cutting the low end so it won't interfere with the sub bass and the kicks and snares. Some ambience, again EQing, cutting the low end, we don't need it. And in this case I cut some top end too. Added some reverb and it sounds good. And again the same thing here. I use this channel EQ, cutting the low ends, leaving the room for drums and sub. And this is really the key. You make space for other frequencies, so everything in the song has its own place. Guitars and stuff at 2K, let's say. Sub bass has its own place, so the elements won't interfere with each other, and that really is the key of the quality sound. Everything has its own place. If I'm gonna turn off the EQs, you'll hear it will sound kind of messy. Okay. Did you hear the kicks and snares? I didn't. Everything's messed up, everything's mudded up. I suggest you using an EQ on each insert, just to be sure, because even the pads may have this nasty bottom end that will interfere with subs, with kicks, with snares, and we don't really need that. And that's really it. Make room for other elements and make sure you fill the spectrum.